Hey guys, what's up? It's Anthony, and yes, I'm doing another movie review. Yes, I've been on a roll with this. I've been loving doing these. Uh, this is another movie, of course, recommended to me by John, aka Detox. This film is a found footage style horror movie. Well, it's got a bunch of styles, but it's mainly a found footage, sort of like I would even call it a little bit supernatural, a little bit horror film called As Above, So Below. Now, this movie came out in 2014, and I saw this movie on Amazon Prime, which, I've been told. I remember seeing the poster for it, and I thought, it looks kind of like a weird, kind of creepy film. A horror movie takes place in Paris. We've seen a couple of those, and either bad or good. So anyway, this is a movie about a uh, a woman named Scarlett Marlowe who is sort of a hunter. Like she hunts. Well, not a hunter per se, like for animals, but she's more of like a she like she's an explorer per se, sort of like Laura Croft in some ways. She is looking for this philosopher's stone that her father, who has passed away, um, is was looking for, and basically it's sort of her job to look for this philosopher's stone because she had been told that it has a lot of really cool powers, like it can like heal people and all sorts of other stuff. So she decides to go to Paris, and there she meets her ex, George, who you know doesn't really want to go to her on this like sort of adventure, but she of course drags him along the way, and you know he's really hesitant, and meanwhile this entire movie, it was told through a documentary style making, like found footage film, because Scarlett has a cameraman named Benji who you see film her throughout the whole thing, and it's from that, mostly that perspective. Uh, so they go to Paris, and they end up finding this man, or this guy, uh, Papillion, I think that's how you say his name, who's like a French dude, of course, and they like go on this adventure to the underground of Paris, the catacombs, underground catacombs of Paris, to try to find this mystery philosopher's stone. I really, really love this movie. By the way, I'm not gonna spoil anything. I was told by my friend, after watching my review on The Mist, that I should let people know about spoilers ahead or before time. So, or before, ahead of time or before. So, uh, I decided to just kind of talk more about the technical aspects of the movie than the actual story, because this is one of those movies that you have to watch. It is absolutely freaking crazy. It's sort of a mix of the Blair Witch Project meets Tomb Raider, sort of, or I would say more National Treasure. Uh, Meets is there a third? I don't know, but it's sort of like a mixture of that kind of style with some like weird kind of stuff that happens going on, and you think, what just happened, and it kind of messes with your mind. It's like very psychological, you know I'm not gonna say anything, but when you watch it, you'll be like, what just happened, or what is going on? There'll be a lot of those moments when you watch this film. And after doing some research for this film, I actually found out that the director, John Eric Dowdle, he actually directed another sort of found footage film that I really enjoy called Quarantine, which is another film I recommend talking. Not so much the sequel, but the first one. Really good movie. It's got a lot of. I mean, watching this movie almost makes me really want to go to Paris. I mean, I've always wanted to go to Paris. I've never been. Not so much the underground, but you know, I always wanted to go see it and hang out. This movie has a really good story. It's got really good characters. The guy George, who is one of the main characters in the film, he kind of reminds me of my cousin. I don't know why. You can get this movie on DVD and Blu-ray, and it's also available on Amazon. I don't believe it's available on Netflix. Last I checked. Now I know if you see if I mentioned that this is a found footage film, and found footage horror films can be very, very hit or miss. But I will tell you that this one is a really well done one. It's actually well shot. It's not freaking too shaky over, like Blair Witch was. It's actually a lot more steady, I would say. It's definitely one of those types of found footage films. And yeah, I think if you're a horror fan, and if you like these kinds of really weird, it's also the film. I'm not gonna get. Yeah, I won't say much more than that. You just have to watch it. But yeah, I won't. I was gonna mention a theme about the movie, but I feel like it might spoil. So I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, the ending is it's pretty run of the mill kind of horror film ending, but I won't give anything away. So I highly recommend you check this movie out. It's a great film. It's got sort of it's got weirdness. Like I said, it's like National Treasure meets Blair Witch Project. That's basically the explanation I have, or the best description I have for this film, I would say. Anyway, I've been going on for too long. Thank you all for watching. I'll do another movie review very soon, so look out for that. Alright, later. See you in the next video.